This looks like a teenager against a young man.
It does. I mean, there's a big difference that happens to you physically between 18 and 25.
Yeah, that's a significant 7-year age gap that changes significantly. Like 25 to 32 versus 18 to 25 is very different. And oh my goodness,
Cody Harrison wasted no time. He looked like, oh! Big shots landing. He drops him early. Now he jumps on the neck as well. Going to try to lock in this guillotine back to the feet. Oh, he's going to try to lift him off the ground.
He's trying to pick him up by his neck here.
Dalton Pedrick was rocked, but oh my gosh, he's lifting him off the ground. Look at this. He's still battling.
I don't know.
I thought he might be at James Smith taking a look.
He's sneaking his hand in to make it more of an arm-in guillotine, so I think that's providing him with a little bit of air that he needed, but he's getting ragdolled by his neck.
Blood is just leaking out right now. We haven't seen the damage directly yet. We can see the effects of it.
Yeah, and Harrison's got a squeeze, and he's blitzing him. I don't know if he'll be able to get out of this early onslaught, because he just will not let go of this neck.
This man does not want to give up. 18-year-old Dalton Pedrick, how tough can you be?
Man, he's got to weather this storm, and it is a storm for sure. And now he switches to a Darce.
This has got to be tight. I mean, you look at the squeeze, you look at the angle.
But you have to remember that Harrison has been squeezing for over a minute now. I don't know, maybe he's burning his arms out a little bit.
This is insanity. This is the first minute and a half of these 2 minutes fighting career, and Dalton Pedrick is on his feet.
This is crazy.
How tough can you be? Cody Harrison popped him with another jab. His shorts are covered in his opponent's blood.
And they're swinging back and forth here.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to CFFC NextGen.
Dalton's wearing it a little more, but he's definitely in there. He's game. Gets tagged there with the counter jab from Harrison.
I mean, he is aggressive. Oh. Look at this. Oh, the teenager walking forward, firing shots, crowd on their feet.
I think that Harrison is taking a second to recover from how hard he was squeezing, because he was literally picking him up by his neck multiple times in the first 2 minutes. And Dalton may have weathered the storm here and is looking to kind of...
Oh, the big right hand! Are you kidding me? What a turn of momentum. He catches him again.
Man, it doesn't get... This might be one of the best debut fights I've ever seen in a fight, let alone one round.
This is the first 3 minutes these two have ever fought in live competition, and they're delivering this. And how is there not an adrenaline dump, right? I mean, you look at Cody Harrison, he had to have thought this fight was over.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're seeing it now, because Cody Harrison's activity has dropped to basically zero. He's just sort of bouncing around here. And finally, a kick.
Oh! Oh my goodness! That's one of the greatest rounds you'll ever see!
Man, what a day. I'm speechless. What a debut for both these guys. That is incredible. Guns a-blazing within the first 5 seconds. They did not let off the gas pedal for the entirety of the round.
Next gen, this is current gen. My goodness.
Man.
Oh, take a look in the corners there. Oh.
I was going to say, what highlights can we show that isn't the entirety? Oh my God, and he got tagged with that overhand there. And he jumps right for this guillotine. And this is where we thought Dalton Pedrick was dead to rights, just getting picked up by his neck over and over, but then he just continues to rally forward, leading with his head as he's bombing these strikes and just continuing to keep the pressure here. Reckless abandon moving forward. That's the energy of an 18-year-old, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't slow down from there. And I mean, like, how can you top that? What are we going to see in these next 2 rounds? This is insanity, John.
My goodness, look at this man. Dalton Pedrick, he's pumping his chest. He's like, let's go.
I love it. This is insane.
Round 2 action.
All right.
And I mean, I'm wearing, noise-canceling headphones, basically. I can hear the crowd through these. They're going nuts.
On their feet. They have been treated to something special early here on the night. Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Packed house inside Soundwaves, and they're seeing a brawl. Oh, big shot being traded again.
Pedrick he's going off. He's looking for the anaconda here.
Oh,
He's just a buzzsaw of energy here. Oh!
gosh.
Trading knockdowns in 2 rounds. This is nuts. And a very well-needed takedown by Cody Harrison to clear the cobwebs a little bit here. And we finally see a little bit of just basic guard top position. So it's kind of good that both these guys can take a little bit of a breather, but you see Dalton still looking for the heel strikes on his back here.
Well, I'm sure they both need a little bit of minute to catch their breath, as you said.
Yeah. But
I mean, the adrenaline dump had to be insane.
Yeah,
what a nonstop.
What a frenetic pace. And I just noticed that Dalton Pedrick has a YOLO tattoo on his leg. Pretty.
Oh, look at this!
Oh. I was going to say, that's a pretty appropriate tattoo. He's fighting like he only lives once.
I'm telling you. Nearly had that armbar locked into position. Harrison slipped out. Steps up on top.
Oh, I needed them to take a breather, so
yes.
I could take a breather.
Look at this. He's going to try to roll for the arm again. Not there.
Nope.
Harrison trying to slide past the legs.
Harrison kind of making the smarter decisions here. Pedrick is hunting for the subs off his back, but now he's lost enough time in the round where it's like, all right, show a little urgency here, create space and get back to your feet so you can get back to doing what you were doing, which was clocking Harrison with some powerful punches. But, I'm sure, like we have said, both these guys definitely could use a little bit of recovery time. And, if they're taking this minute to rest, I'm gearing up mentally for a third round. This is going to be wild.
And we're going to get a restart.
Oh, hell yeah.
James Smith said, I'm a fight fan, boys. Get back to the feet.
I can't argue with that.
Man.
And honestly, John, I'm actually okay with early stand-ups in
3-minute rounds.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Oh, and a nice shot by Harrison, but a nice sprawl there by Dalton.
Grabs the cage there.
Nice recounter by Harrison, and he gets him down again. Says, we're going back to the ground where I need to chill. Whew. Man.
Settles on top. Late here in round 2.
These two are, early shooing for fight of the night already.
My goodness.
And a hard knee to the body there from Harrison. Utilizing the rule set in any way, shape, or form that he can.
Absolutely. Use those knees to the body. Can't attack the head from here in this Class B matchup, but you can certainly tag the body.
Absolutely nuts.
Wow.
And I mean, you can see, Dalton Pedrick is wearing a little more blood. Cody Harrison is wearing a large welt under his left eye. It's pandemonium in here. And let's take a look at this replay. The striking here. Pedrick just runs forward and just starts bombing. Look at him. He's literally sprinting into these strikes. And then a beautiful right hand directly on the chin. I mean, man. It's just incredible. But then Cody Harrison doing what he needs to do to get the fight to the ground to keep himself safe from the onslaught that Dalton Pedrick has been doing here. And it's just absolutely just a bananas fight so far. It's 6 minutes of action as far as the eye can see as we move into this third and final round. And look, I'm chopping at the bit, John.
I am too, because listen, there's no way you train like that at that pace. You just can't. You know what I mean? Like, you've never competed at that pace in the gym.
Right. The only thing I can say is that being 18 helps. Having that kind of energy as an 18, you're just a spaz, and you're used to spazzing.
The third and final round.
And here we go.
What do these two men have in the tank after 2 epic opening rounds?
Oh! And he eats it.
Pedrick doesn't care.
No, he says, give me more. And he eats another one. He says, yes, please, I'll have another. Thank you very much. And another.
That jab on point for Harrison. He's and the right hand lands as well. Pedrick wobbled a little bit, but he's throwing bombs.
They're swinging. Man, Dalton Pedrick is wild here, but Cody Harrison is, in my opinion, making the smarter decisions here. He's engaging in the fist fight, and then when Dalton swings back, he shoots right underneath and scores much-needed control time in order to determine who is actually winning these rounds.
Well, you touched on early on, right? They both have the same amount of fighting experience on paper, but I think maybe life experience of 7 more years on Earth makes you realize, let's settle down a little bit and compete smart.
Slow down, young gun. And I mean, he is striking the body here. 1 or 2 of those came a little close there. You saw the ref kind of said something like, watch it.
I like it here, though. Look, put that forearm on the neck.
Yeah.
You can certainly do that.
And you'd be surprised that forearm on the throat can cause you to panic and make silly mistakes that you normally wouldn't do. But when you're gasping for breath from someone slamming their forearm on your throat, it can kind of compromise what you want to do.
Pedrick trying to work to a seated position, get to his feet, but as I said, Harrison making kind of the smart moves, just dragging him off the cage, putting him back to the canvas once again.
Using his physicality, if you will.
And now is Harrison cut bad? That blood has to be leaking from him, right?
Look, yeah, he might be cut on his forehead in one of those exchanges. Because it looks like it's
smeared all over both of them.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine if both these guys were allowed to hit the head?
Oh my goodness.
I'm almost relieved for the sake of these guys. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're going to fight like this every time, hopefully they never have to hit anyone in the head on the ground.
Oh man, there's boos in the crowd and people yelling, stand them up. They want James Smith to put these men back on the feet.
Spoiled brats, all of you. If you go back home and watch this, shame on you for booing. How dare you?
Cody Harrison said, I worked really hard to get here, and I don't want to have to go back on my feet, please.
Not at all.
He wants to stay busy enough, though. There was a quick stand-up earlier.
Yeah.
But he is staying busy right now.
He's constantly advancing, or at least moving from position to position. And you saw he went for the back there, but Pedrick was aware of it and turned and gave his back up, or at least put his back to the mat to avoid getting caught in a rear naked choke position, kind of like we saw in the fight prior. So, very, very solid decision-making by these guys, and, just the right amount of mustard, too, if you know what I'm saying. It's a great combination of stuff here.
Well, after this insanity, it looks like we're going to go to the judges' cards. We didn't talk a whole lot about scoring along the way. I have a feeling maybe judges are leaning towards the damage Harrison was doing.
Yeah.
But there's not a fan in here that may not legally be allowed to buy Dalton Pedrick a beer tonight, but will at least try to pass him one, you know what I'm saying?
It was incredible, but I have to say, there were so many back and forth moments, but the kind of the lulls in action, Cody Harrison was on top the majority of the time.
Agreed.
So it kind of makes the decision a little bit easier for the judges to make. But if you just recap this, big shot there, and Pedrick just says, come on, bring it, give me more. And that's that, that young 18-year-old energy. That's the only way I know how to describe it. But these guys are just, he snuck in a shot on the ground there, and they, the ref just said, whatever, these guys are going nuts. We'll let it slide. But, and kind of the tail of the tape here, the deciding factor, in my opinion, is probably the top control and positioning of Cody Harrison, putting his experience into play here. And I think if the judges scored for him, that's probably what's going to win him the fight. Although, he did get stunned quite a few times and dropped at least once by Dalton Pedrick here. But, keep an eye on both these guys moving forward.
Absolutely, man. Just an epic battle to start things out. Listen, it was back and forth both ways. Scorecards could be all, I don't know. I tend to lean towards Harrison, but Pedrick was responsive every single time as well. And he's certainly going to be a fan favorite, that's for sure.
I can't wait to watch this kid fight again.
Unbelievable. Waiting on the scorecards to be tallied, so maybe we've got some.
But win, lose, or draw, you can't hang your head here. Both these guys better keep their chins up because that was an incredible fight. I've seen more action in 9 minutes here than I've seen in UFC title fights in 25 minutes. You know what I mean?
That was career fight number 1 for each of these two men.
Yeah.
All right, judges' scorecards are in. I see Dr. David Sarnoff has made his way to the cage. So let's take it up to him and find out who's walking away a winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't usually do this, but what do you say we stand up and give these two guys a round of applause? After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Azaredo has the fight 30-27. Judge Kralwick has the fight 29-28. Judge Proenza has the fight 29-28. For your winner, by unanimous decision, out of the red corner, Cody Harrison.
Yeah, as expected.
And John, that's kind of what I thought. I thought that Dalton Pedrick probably stole the second round with the big knockdown and rocking Cody Harrison a couple of times. But the top positioning and the damage Cody did in the first and the takedowns in the third are probably what ultimately sealed him the fight.